Hello, hello. We give it just a minute here to load up and see if anybody's going to join me. This was very much unplanned live stream, so not expecting many to come on. But this morning I was just getting a little more used to StreamYard and testing out some of the features for that, and thought, what the heck? I'll just jump on live, see if anybody's up and about in the morning, and test a few things out. Some people that join in. There was a giveaway feature for StreamYard. I was gonna try to test it out here a little bit, have some guinea pigs if anybody comes in and have some digital codes to give away. But if not, other than that, I had a few newer pickups that, some of them I showed on Chris, the channel the other night. Was gonna maybe run through a couple of those. I was going to maybe take a look. um Hey, Monkey, good morning. Good to see you out here. I didn't know if anybody was gonna show up on this. Just like I said, it's, very much unplanned. I was playing around with some of the new features on StreamYard, and when I was sitting here waiting, I was like, "Well, I'm gonna I'm gonna give it a try and, just throw it live and see if anybody jumps in." So, I was just saying that, testing out some of the newer features. There was one that's a giveaway, option, kind of deal thing to give away during streams. Never tried it before, and I thought, well, if a couple people jump in, maybe try it out with some digital codes and try to figure it all out. So as long as people put up with me, so always aim. All right, perfect. I didn't know if anybody would even be up and around. Like I, and maybe it'd been better if I would have actually thought this through a little bit of time and uh, put it out there more than like whatever it was 10 minutes before I started doing this. But no, I was just saying I was going to try out some of those features. If we probably still work with just one person, but if we had a couple people in here, we could try to figure out this giveaway feature, maybe throw a digital code out or 2. I had a few pickups, a few of them I talked about on, Christy, the Slasher Dudes channel the other night, but I'd maybe bring those up. There was a couple I didn't get to, and I might do some Criterion shopping here sometime this morning. There was a sale going on with their or on their webpage, and, I had got an email for being a subscriber to the stream service, $1 off, so it was just a tiny bit cheaper than what the 50% Barnes& and Noble sale would be, so it's okay, better day than me right now. Hey, it's not always like this, but I already got up and got the dog out and took him out for a little bit of a walk outside, did his business, got him fed, and he's all happy and laying back down, earlier, and ran and got some coffee, and now here I am. So, what do you got going on today, Monkey? Looks like you're gonna be the my guinea pig today. So, like I said, this is gonna be a very short stream, especially because I was figuring there wasn't gonna probably be a whole lot of people with me not, sending something out, ahead of time, and, I didn't know about this time of morning. There's sometimes I get up pretty early on Saturday mornings, and I almost thought about having just an informal chat, and there might be people that can't do, like, the evening chats, whether they're different time zones or work a different, shift, things like that, so we'll have to take a look here. Hey, Lauren. Morning. How we doing, man? You're one of the few. This was totally not planned at all. I was messing around with StreamYard this morning, and I was like, "I wanna try out some new features," and I was like, I'll just, I'll go live. We'll see if we have any takers." I only posted it about 10 minutes before going live, but, we got into it. I had a couple digital codes if people, get in or use them. There's a giveaway tool I found on StreamYard that I wanted to try out to see if it worked, and before doing it, we kinda more organized show, that way I can figure it out and work the kinks out and do my mess ups and probably a lot fewer people joining in and watching. Kinda funny, the monkey being your guinea there you go. Sorry, passing it on the monkey. Do either of you, or anybody if there's anybody else listening in too, anybody use, digital codes at all? Ever have any use for them? If so, try to and there might be all just movies that you already have or things already, but, I thought about trying it out with the spin wheel and then also doing some different things with sharing my screen. There's just some things I was like, I was trying to test it out just doing recordings by myself, but I was like, a few people in here, it might be fun to try it out, so Scottish Geek Guy, how you doing, man? Howdy, good morning. Probably be repeating myself a little bit, but, doing a little impromptu test stream. I was newer to StreamYard and was testing some things out, through a couple different live streams, and I got on this morning and was or morning for me anyway, I know you're probably afternoon. Uh, was trying them out, and some of them don't really work too well with doing the record feature, and I don't know, thought I'd jump in, see if I had any takers. I wouldn't mind doing Saturday even earlier than this, Saturday morning streams. I usually get up and just have, like, a little bit of a chat or something like that. But I'd plan it ahead, and I would, give more warning to people to maybe jump out there, so I'm doing pretty good. Your auto is a little wonky today. Okay. Thank you for letting me know. Yeah, this is part of, let me see if I can mess with that. How does that sound? Is it any different for you? Is it any better? Worse? Hmm. That's why I wanted to try to do this a few times to try to work out some of the kinks a little bit. I'm still pretty new to it all. Hey, Allie, good morning. Up and at 'em? Ready to take on the day? Yeah, it's 2:30 p.m. Okay, in Scotland. That's why I figured with your name. That's where you're at. I've been checking out some of your videos, man. You got man, you're on a different level with me than me on that. But that's part of the fun of this is just kind of jumping in and trying some of the things out and figuring out all these new little tools. So yeah, the auto is a little over processed. There might be a setting to change. Okay, I took a couple things off of the StreamYard settings, so please let me know. Yeah, that's much. Okay, perfect. Yeah, see, that's why I wanted to do some of these where it's a little different when you're just doing a recording through StreamYard than actually going live, or at least for me anyway. And there was some audio settings I did take off. There was an echo cancellation and a reduce the mic background noise. I noticed both of those were checked now, so I took those off. I left automatically adjust mic volume, so, but if we're rocking and rolling now, sounds good. You'll be happy to hear that I'm currently in Michigan. Oh, awesome. Very good. I'm happy for you. I never know how far away you are, but I know it's long enough where it's doesn't get to happen probably as nearly as often as you two would like, but that's awesome. I'm good to hear. I hope you have a fun weekend planned. Maybe there's a movie or two planned in there somewhere. Whatever you changed, it worked perfect. Thanks for letting me know. I love the feedback. That helps me out so much. Sounds much better. Cool, Laren. Thank you. Morning chat, Corey and chat. Yeah, hey Ryan. I didn't know if anybody was actually going to show up because, like I said, it was a spur of the moment thing. I was playing around, just sitting here doing little recordings with StreamYard, and I was like, oh, I'll try to. I was like, oh, what the heck? I'm just going to go live, and yeah, gave everybody all of like 10-minute warning that I was going to do it. So I'm newish to YouTube as well, buddy. You're all here for the same reason. Good movie chat. No, awesome. Yep, perfect. Same here. That's what I like to hear. That's what makes it fun when you find some people like that to talk to. Favorite Christmas film you've loved watching the most, Wilkie? We were talking about that the other night where it was kind of fun. I just was upgrading a few different, I guess, the holiday classics, but I just recently picked up the 4Ks of the National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation and A Christmas Story. A Christmas Story, I don't isn't super high on my list, but I have just some nostalgia for that. Just remember going to see it for the first time in the theater with a family when I was a kid. Those are fun. I always usually throw in A Nightmare Before Christmas as well. That's one I think you can watch Halloween or Christmas, so it's kind of fun. But saying hi to Ryan, saying hi to Laren. But all right, like I said, I was trying out some of the. I was going to try out some of the screen sharing options and see what like I said, working out some of the kinks, seeing what happens. And there was this giveaway tool that I came across on StreamYard. Everybody probably knows about it, but it is new to me. So I'm going to try to, like I said, rookie here, but I am going to try to share my screen and see what happens here. But yeah, I came across this. Let's see what's better. That's what I'm messing around with, taking a look where I want some of these things. Allie, I live in Tennessee. Okay, cool. Lots of movies on the agenda. Last night we rewatched Joyride. That's a classic. That's a fun one because it's one of our favorites, and it also showed me Dawn of the Dead 2004. You know, I got a little shame from some people because I actually have not seen that one yet, but I want to. That's definitely on the to-do list. But no, hopefully you all can see me sharing the screen, and this is going to be new for me. So apparently you can have everybody, don't do it yet, but when I hit start collecting comments, you're supposed to oh, okay, sorry, I was just reading some comments here too. I'm getting used to doing that and streaming at the same time. Christmas Story is one of my favorites. Okay, yep, I have a lot of nostalgia for it. Although I don't use codes, I want some trivia. Okay, well, I don't have any of that prepared, but that's a great idea for some future ones if I do this a little more. If there's people that are up and about and want to hear a goof like me ramble for a little bit, yeah, that'd be fun. I could come up with that. Well, I tell you what, if you try this, either you don't have to participate in the giveaway, because you have to, there's a little participation that's required. So I'm going to come up with, you have to do a text. Supposedly this is how it's supposed to work. I hit start collecting comments. And after that point, if you type in, I think it has to be exact. So, you know, if I do a hashtag, if I do uppercase, lowercase, I don't know that yet. If it has to be complete, I just say go exactly how I have it here. But if you want to do the first one, and some of these, if they're old, I apologize, they're expired. Usually I have good luck with one still being able to be redeemed after the expiration date. So anyway, we'll see here. I apologize if it doesn't work, but hey, it's all for funs and giggles, right? So I got this set up. So the first one, I'm going to go ahead and hit start collecting. Oh, no, I can't do that yet because I didn't start my thing. Okay, the first one I'm going to do is Home Alone. I don't know if anybody has any desire to have Home Alone, the digital copy of it, but I'm going to do that, do hashtag home, all lowercase letters. So I'm going to hit that. If you have any desire to have this code, type in hashtag home in the comments. And if I get any entries, and if nobody wants this, I'll go through and try to find another one that sounds a little more interesting to people. Or maybe nobody has any desire to have digital codes at all. So we'll just have to see. Tiger Blue, hey Wilkie, great conversation with KB the other week. Thank you very much. That was so much fun. I was excited. I was caught off guard when he reached out to me, but very much appreciate it. He is such a cool guy. He's been one that there's been so many people that have been supportive behind the scenes with me, whether it's getting the courage up to just start doing this, to start, you know, stop thinking about it, stop trying to think that it has to be perfect, and just get going and kind of go. And all right, this one isn't happening. Nobody wants Home Alone or already has it. I wonder what there'd be a 1, 2, and maybe nobody uses digital codes. Oh, Allie, I just hit stop as soon as you. Okay, if you're willing to do it one more time, just entertain me. I'm trying to see if this thing will work. Maybe it will. Okay, there is one entry there. Okay, I wonder if you have to do more than. Can somebody else, even if you don't want it, I don't have to give it to you if you don't want it, but if somebody else could just type in hashtag home in the chat, I just want to see if I can get this thing to work, because I would love to be able to do this on a bigger stream and just trying to figure out what all works. But if somebody else, I think maybe you at least have to have 2 entries into it. So it looks like it still got Allie's. Okay, there we go. We got 2. Thank you, Laren. Thanks for being a good sport. I know you don't want it, but I'll watch Jingle All the Way tonight. Okay, awesome. I have not seen that one forever. That'll be a good one. So Yep. Yep. I got that. Okay. So there's 3 in there. So, oh, okay, cool. I think it counted yours too, Monkey. So you must be able to write other things in there too, because it looks like that entry went up to 3. So thanks for entertaining me here. All right, we're gonna hit draw. We're gonna finish it here, and we'll see what happens. I was hoping this would work. All right, that's kind of cool. It's gonna be Laren. I know it. Allie, look at that. You get to have your picture up there and everything. I don't know. I thought that was more fun than I was trying to find some different ways to do it that would just be are supposed to be just randomly generated, so I don't. All right, Allie, you are the proud owner of a Home Alone digital code, and I will shoot that over to you on Instagram later. So I'm pretty sure that's going to be super high on your watch your watch list that you're wanting to do. So, oh no, I didn't mean to do that again. See, that's what I'm saying. Rookie here trying to figure these things out. So, all right. I don't usually for myself. Yep. No, I understand completely. There's some I'll still use just because I don't have a 4K or Blu-ray player at each of the TVs that we have. Not that we have a ton, but only have a couple that have the players. And sometimes it's nice. There's a few movies I could see wanting to watch in other settings where I can just use that digital code to take a look at it. Yes, Allie wins. Yeah. Yay, I know. Probably really excited. I have a few different ones that I'm going to try to do here sometime, but Home Alone is my favorite Christmas movie. Very happy. Oh, cool. I'm glad. I'm glad you weren't just humoring me to help me out with that. So no, I'm glad I now I know how to use that giveaway. That's fun, or at least a nicer, easier way to just randomly do it for people that are in the chat. So I will get that over to you. So I don't know. Anybody have any big plans for the weekends? You got any movies that you're going to go out to see in the theater? There's a couple that have had on my kind of watch list, but I don't get to the theaters very often, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure yet if I'm going to be getting out to any. But there was the new, and I've heard very mixed things, but I don't know why that. And I might be watching. I need to watch it anyway for an upcoming stream I was going to do with Dave at the 4K Lowdown and Rich. I might be on another one of theirs a little later this month, and one of them that I needed to see was that new. I'm going to probably say it wrong with Silent Night. Is it the new kind of action Christmas movie? But I've heard very very mixed things about it. I don't know. I'll have to find maybe go to one of the cheap matinee shows to go try it out. So we'll have to see. I don't know if anybody's seen it. You have any recommendations on it? I think they are going to see. Oh, cool. Okay. So I had it on my list to go out to watch anyway, but then when I found out it was one that Dave and Rich were going to have on their show, I was like, oh, that works out because I was going to plan to see it anyway. But I'll have to see. Sometimes that'll probably be one I'm going to by myself. I don't think some of the family here. I don't think they're going to be up for watching that one. So we'll have to see. I might have to wait and see. There's sometimes they have some early or matinee shows that are a little bit cheaper than the regular ones. So I don't know. We'll see. Well, good. Maybe I can get a thumbs up or a thumbs down from you and Anthony after you see it, whether you recommend going to it or either way. I got to see it, I guess, for now because I'm doing that show. But either way, I'd like to hear thumbs up or thumbs down for it. Christmas action revenge. I know that. I know it's kind of like you got a little bit of Christmas, you got a little bit of John Wick, you got all those like. I'm figuring there's going to be the big training montage where it looks like he's doing the whole gun thing, and then getting his Mustang all souped up to go. What is your channel logo? I don't know. I'll be honest with you. I was talking with a guy that said he would do a logo for me, and I think it's just a stylized play button. So it wasn't really anything I picked out. They were just like, "What do you think of this?" And I'm like, "Yeah, fine." I'm not stuck on that one. It's just I'm like, "Oh, it's something. I'll use it because I didn't have anything else." But until the next logo. That's probably what you're going to see, but I would not be heartbroken to figure something different out to go with it. So I'm not very artistic, so I might have to play around with that or find somebody that is more artistic than myself. Why did you why did you say we will get very tired of seeing you, Wilkie? I don't know. You know, wasn't trying to be like a downer on myself, but don't want to overdo it either. So hey, if you don't mind seeing me around, I'll do it. It almost looks like a crazy fountain pen. Yeah, it does. Yeah, you're not gonna hurt my feelings. I did not put any work into that whatsoever, and I just was like, I need something there, and they're like, oh, how about this? And I was like, fine, that's good, that'll work. It gets the point across, I guess, and then maybe gives you something to puzzle, try to figure out what that what that is. He's very bashful. Like, yeah, eventually he'll accept that he's a wonder. Oh, Allie, you're gonna make me blush. I was talking about this the other night. It's very easy for me to do that. So there's a lot of times like different emotions. My face goes a little red. So maybe people get tired of seeing that. But Allie, I very much appreciate the compliment. It's very nice to hear, and I appreciate it. No, it's cool, man. Oh, cool. Thanks, Larry. No, like I said, you weren't hurting my feelings. It was kind of something there. It was just something to put there. Hey, you know what? I can run with that. That sounds okay to me. So I was all set and done. I know I'm going to be make myself a liar again. I don't know if I'm going to buy another one, but the Criterion buying directly from the website, they have a little sale going on right now. It's only 33%, so not as good as 50, but since I subscribe to the Criterion channel streaming service, they sent out an email for a $10 off coupon. So with that sale that they have going on with a $10 coupon, it puts it just a little bit less than what the 50% sale is. So I don't know. I thought about going out and getting another one, but I already said originally I'm only buying two. I bought two, and then I walked into the store and bought another two, and so we'll see. I don't think those codes expire, so that might be something I might just sit on it and wait until the next Criterion flash sale. I think I could still use it for that. So go change your card again, Will. I need to get a nice good one. It's getting cold in my area. I'm in the Midwest. I got actually it's a little bit warmer. All our snow melted away that we had, and it's going to get colder in this room that I'm in. It gets a little bit colder. It has a couple outside facing walls, and it kind of goes to the north and northwest, and we're kind of out in the country, out in the open a bit, and so it gets windy and a little cold in this room. So I have to. It's also where I kind of set up my work from home spot. So I have a little space heater, my little coffee maker, or tea, whatever I feel like, or my unhealthy Diet Pepsi that I got going right. So I had to take a little bit of a drink of that. So, and I need to remember to star comments so I can remember where I stopped. Illinois. Okay, I'm Iowa. Just to the west of you, my friend. So, yep, I'm in eastern Iowa. Actually, it doesn't take too long to get over to Illinois. I'm not super far away from, not that you would know where it is, or you might, but we're not super far away from where the University of Iowa is in Iowa City. And I mean, a little ways, but not super far. But it was kind of funny. My son went one year to the University of Iowa before he went into the Air Force, and he laughed because they were calling it like they were calling the college like the dorm. He goes, everybody I'm meeting is from Illinois. They started calling it Chicago West because apparently it's cheaper. I don't know if it's true, but it sounded like something like it was cheaper for Illinois residents, like kids, to go out of state. The out of state tuition at Iowa was cheaper for them than staying in state and going to some of the universities that were in the state of Illinois. I don't know if that's true or not, but he was just like, everybody I'm meeting is from Illinois. So it was kind of funny. What's up, Corey? What's up, all you fine folks in the chat? Rob, the Lost Boy, thanks for stopping in. on my very, very, like I said, didn't give any warning and just kind of went out here. So I only have 5 criterions, I think. Rushmore, Defending Your Life are my faves. Yeah, I really I don't have a lot of them because honestly, I'm not even going to pretend that I'm a big, aficionado of Criterion movies. There are some that I like, and I've taken chances on a few that people have recommended. I'd have to get a count what I have. It's not a ton, but the price they are, I don't buy them very often, only on the sales. And even then, I'm pretty selective of what I grab because I don't know. I'm also one that I don't mind going out to the thrift shops, buying used. Sometimes you can get a ton of great movies for like a small amount of money, and it's kind of hard to beat when you're getting like Blu-rays for. Sometimes they get these sales like buy 3 get 2 or stuff like that. It's start getting them down around $1.50 to $2 a Blu-ray. I mean, like it's kind of hard to turn your nose up, or at least I don't. It's hard for me to walk past them. Wookie, what is your opinion on Field of Dreams, and have you been to that location? So I like Field of Dreams. That was one. There was a lot of buzz. I'm born, raised, and live in Iowa, and so that was a pretty big deal. There's not a ton of movies that are filmed in Iowa, or if they are filmed in Iowa, there's not a ton of them that the stuff they filmed in the movie, they're not in Iowa. It's just they used the location. But so that was one that a lot of it's filmed in Iowa. It's supposed to be in Iowa, and there's references to Iowa in there. And so I think there was a lot of I don't know. There was a lot of buzz about it when it came out, and I always like Kevin Costner. He's pretty awesome. So and James Earl Jones, yeah, that dude could just like read the phone book, and I'd sit and listen to him just by audio book of him reading the phone book. And but to answer your other question, funny enough, with all that being said, I've never been to the location before. So when it was filmed, I lived further west in the state, so I was a little ways away from it, and so it would have been a bit of a trip, and I just never made it. Now I'm a little closer, but not any reason why I didn't want to. It just didn't. I kind of forget about it sometimes. And it's a lot different now because they're building it up, and now they're starting to do like one Major League Baseball game there a year, and I think there's a few people that want to expand that a little bit more. So we're very close. I'm in Central Illinois. Cool. There's a couple people that are around in the Midwest. I always think it'd be fun where I was able to do like one meetup before, and no, it'd be kind of cool. Like sometimes you don't realize where everybody's at, and no, that'd be cool. That'd be fun to see who else is kind of around the area and do something like that sometime. It's expensive state, yeah. Yeah, everything is expensive now, but I know what you mean. But it must be with the universities too, because, like I said, with University of Iowa is not very far away from the border of Illinois, and plus, apparently, it's the cheaper tuition for Illinois students, supposedly. The Bridges of Madison County and Twister are filmed in your state. Yeah, absolutely. And so was the remake of The Crazies. But I don't know. You might not watch like horror movies, but that was if you get into them, that's a fun remake. But yeah, that one was filmed in Iowa too. They are supposed to be in Iowa. They talk about the town that they're in. The small town is a made up town, but there's a town that's referenced towards the end of the movie that is a real city in the state, and they have little references of like the University of Iowa football team, I think, on a radio station one time when they're listening. But yeah, it's cool when you see some of those. I love Field of Dreams. Had to get that 4K from the States for that. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Well, thanks for joining in, Tiger Blue. And I apologize. I know I've seen your name pop up before, but I apologize if I was blanking on that. But no, that's cool. I'm getting to know a few different people from the UK. So I have had the great pleasure of visiting your country, well, twice now. So one was a long time ago, and one would have been around like 2017 probably, but had a really fun time. We got some pretty good, can't get the deals on airplane tickets anymore, but at that time there were some crazy deals going on, and ended up taking the family over there. So we kind of stayed around the London area. I'd love to go back and explore more than that, but it was just easier. We didn't get a car, and so we kind of just did a lot where we could, take the tube and um, taxis and everything, and it was still fun. That was but nothing against London at all, but that was probably going to be the thing the next time we go back is any anything but London, but not as a knock against London. It's just we did everything kind of within a close proximity that you could hit with a day trip with trains. Except we did have one day we took that speed train that went underwater. We went to Paris for a day from that. And that's just crazy that the first time I was there, they were just beginning to talk about making that tunnel, and it's crazy how fast that train gets you over there. So we actually got to go over there too. So it's one of those trips of a lifetime. I'd love to go back to UK, like I said, and explore more of it. If you're ever there, let me know. I've actually never been to Iowa or left Illinois. Oh, yeah. Wow. Okay. Never even left Illinois. Well, hey, if you like where you're at, nothing wrong with that. But I've kind of got the travel bug for a long time before all the complications happened the last few years. But we did a lot of road trips. But then with our two kids when they were younger, we did a lot of traveling. It's fun. That aerial shot of the plane in the remake of The Crazies was yes, yep, absolutely. Good morning, Tiana. How are you this morning? I was putting a little plug for you. If anybody ever wants to go out and check Tiana out on Instagram, she's getting up there. I think 3,000. It's getting pretty close. I'm just a little bit of ways from that, Tiana. A long ways from that. That's all right. Say hi to Tiana. Morning, Tiana. Laren. Everybody loves Tiana. Good morning, Monkey. Good morning, Allie. All right. So that's great I don't know. I mean, I'm going to put out a warning more in advance next time when I jump on in the morning to do a little chat like this. But I don't know if people ever are usually up around this time that tune in. Like I said, I know not everybody is listening from the morning. Like we had Tiger Blue, that's from the UK, and Scottish Geek Guy was dropping in too. So that's kind of cool to hit people. Yep. Everybody loves Tiana. Tiana, do you got any movies planned for this weekend? Oh, one thing I was going to ask. I know this might be a personal question for everybody, not just you. So you probably got nervous there for a second. At work, they were doing these weird, or not weird, but just like goofy icebreaker questions. So might be personal for everybody, but if you want to chime in, this was funny hearing people's answers and then seeing people's reactions to hearing what the other people would do. But they were just really simple things. So one of them was when you're brushing your teeth in the morning, when you have your brush, what do you put on your brush first? Do you do the water first and then put the toothpaste on? Or do you put the toothpaste on and then run it under the water and then brush your teeth? So what's first, water or toothpaste? It was just funny because I didn't think anything about it. I said my answer and people were saying their answers and I didn't think anything about it. But it was funny. Some people had some pretty strong reactions or opinions on which way to do that. So it's kind of funny. I want to go see The Gods. Yeah. That looks like it would be a fun one to see in the theater. Get one that has a nice sound system. I don't. I mean, I am perfectly happy with my setup at home, but I know there's some people that would probably turn their nose up. But I don't have a crazy surround sound system. Someday maybe, but it doesn't. What I have right now doesn't stop me from watching the movies and having fun with them. But there are a few movies where I could see where that would be a big benefit, and so there's some like that one I could see definitely being an awesome one to go see in the theater and get the full effect. Water and then toothpaste, then a little water again. Okay, should have had an option C. Good to know. Water then mouth. There you go. Toothpaste and straight in. Wow, Laren, I can't do that. There's got to be some water in the mix there. So I know, totally unrelated and silly, but anyway, I actually need to get wrapping up here for this morning. I didn't know how long I was going to go anyway. Didn't know if anybody would jump in. So each and every one of you, thank you so much for tuning in. I know this was kind of a random. It was helping me just work on some of the sharing the screen and that giveaway tool earlier. Allie, I'll get your code over to you here in a little bit, but I might, if people are around and listening to people in the morning like this or afternoon, depending on where you're at, I might do this more often. There's sometimes I can't sleep. I get up early in the morning. I'm like, maybe if I have a couple things to chat through, or if I do some movie shopping or music shopping, anything like that, maybe some people want to join in and throw out recommendations and do that. But I'll definitely give more warning next time. The Molecularian is hardcore. Yep. Maybe I'll have to try it. I'll get up to his level. Bye, Corey. You have a great weekend too, Tiana. There might be a slight chance I might do like I said, this is where I'm not trying to overstay my welcome, but I was super excited to, I got to, now I probably lost some people from this, but I hit the 100 subscriber mark on YouTube. So I was like, I know some people will probably be like, man, but I was pretty excited. I never thought I would get there that in the time I did. So I had thought about doing a little stream Sunday night, but we'll see. We'll see how many other people are going. I don't want to step on any toes, and I always maybe do a little drawing. Maybe I'll come up with some better movies. I have some better ones in here that people might want to do for sure. Maybe some physical ones. I even have. Thanks. We'll go live again at random for sure. Okay, cool. I don't know. What do people think about getting for giveaways used movies? Because there's some movies I hate reselling them because sometimes I don't get very much for them. But when I upgrade to like 4K, let's say, or to Blu-ray, I might have a DVD or a Blu-ray of that movie. You know, it's kind of cool to give it to a friend or pass it along, or I don't know. Maybe that'll be a question for the next stream and get some more feedback. If people think, yay, Corey 100, I know. I was pretty excited about that. Congrats, Wilk. Thank you. I don't know if people would turn their nose up of getting a used movie. I mean, they're perfectly fine shape. There's nothing wrong with them, but I just, I'd rather send them to somebody that would enjoy them than getting like $1 for it or something. And there's some really good movies. It's just a lot of them are upgrades, or I buy a set that has it in as well. And I'm trying to, I try to keep I don't have a ton of stuff, but I try to keep it in a compact area, not to take over too much of the room or the house. So there's a lot of them. If I have a duplicate of it, whether it's a different format or I have a set now that also includes it, you know, get the other one out. Sometimes I've done trades too, but I don't know. I'm fine with that. Okay, cool. I didn't know if people would be like, why are you sending me a used movie? And I'd be upfront and say that when I did the giveaway, but oh, sorry. It's Corey, not Wilkie. You can call me either one. Either one. Have a great weekend. Cheers, Corey. Cheers, y'all. Yep. Corey's my name. I did the Wilkies. I mean, that was a nickname. It's short for my last name. That I've been called since I was, and it kind of has ran in my family for a while too. So either is fine. I'm good with either one of them. I think originally when I started the YouTube channel, I went with Wilkie because not as many people now know me by that, and I just didn't know how public I wanted to be in my personal life of what I was doing with this. Not that it was anything bad, but until I worked some things out, I'm just a little shy on some stuff. So, but yeah, no, Corey, Wilkie, Wilk, been called all of them W. So no, don't do W. Do the other ones. Any of those are fine. I want your used DVDs now. Okay. A lot of my DVDs have found better homes. They've moved on, but if I have any others that come up, if I upgrade them, I will keep you in mind. Nothing wrong with DVDs. There's so many that are actually in really good pictures, and you can get them so cheap now too. So I trust you take care of your films, Corey. Oh yeah, yep. Well, I try to, but there's some things that are out of your control. It just happens. But congrats on the 100, man. Thank you. I know. It was fun. It was fun to see. So, all right. Again, thank you everybody for jumping in here this morning. And I think I'm going to try this again. I might even go a little earlier, maybe get myself up and around. And that way I can throw in a little chat with people and still get going in the morning. I'm going to go see where the rest of the family's at and see what the dog's doing and get the day going and probably get a movie fit in there somewhere. So I'll give definitely more warning next time. So thank you everybody for jumping in, and I'm sure we'll be seeing you around in other streams. Thanks.